and subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you nothing. Sorry about the situation what happened there. My phone be going crazy, y'all. But nobody's taught no racism over here. We don't, dick ride. We don't do none of that on this channel. We give you fast square boxing opinions. And before my phone was missing, about couldn't nobody, chat with me. I was talking about the fact of people, giving Shakur Stevenson, the Floyd Mayweather of the future. And I'm asking y'all as well, if you watch this video, type in at the bottom or what other fighter that you think is going to be the face now and the future of boxing in the comments. I would appreciate that. Also hit your like button. But people want to compare Shakur to Floyd Mayweather. And I was basically saying that we shouldn't do that. You know, Shakur, do it with defense. Yeah, you could do it with defense because Shakur, what's up, David? You could, because Shakur has great defense like Floyd Mayweather, rarely gets hit, you can compare like that. But you got to remember, Floyd Mayweather came up beating killers, coming out fighting good, credible name fighters, early in his career. That's what gave Floyd, his dominance. Like I said, a lot of fighters duck Floyd, and Floyd, in my opinion, duck some fights in the future. In his campaign as a boxer, never being undisputed. I always say that about Floyd. Never being undisputed is a problem for me with Floyd Mayweather, but still, he's one of the most dominant, well all around fighters I've ever seen in boxing. But comparing Shakur to him, no, we can't do that. Shakur, beautiful style, beautiful boxer, skill set, second to none, A1 elite boxer. But no, we can't. No, because Pretty Boy was a killer. Pretty Boy went out there and dominated and beat people ass. Pretty Boy, she, Pretty Boy, Pretty Boy and Money Mayweather was better than Shakur. Is better than Shakur Stevens, in my opinion. Not saying, I mean, yeah, you could say all around the skills as well. Hell yeah, Floyd Mayweather well all around than Shakur Stevenson. But Pretty Boy was and Money Mayweather still Shakur can't add up to them with the skill set he got. So y'all, trying to say that Shakur is the future. I mean, it's the future Floyd Mayweather. I don't see it. Shakur need to work on his killer instincts. He need to work on going out there and assassinating his opponents. Because, like I said, I was watching the Teofimo Lopez fight. It was a beautiful boxing matchup. Hit and don't get hit, but Shakur is very boring. I will say that. I mean, yeah, I love the science of boxing. I enjoy watching skillful fighters, but Shakur, ain't gonna make it to no Floyd Mayweather status fighting like that. Not fighting like that. No, he will not be no Floyd Mayweather. And I'm a fan of Shakur. Like I said, I'm not one of these channels. I'm fans of all these guys, but I tell the truth. And Shakur is not going to be, people are not going to be paying for pay-per-views to see Shakur Stevenson fight doing stuff like that, like he did against Teofimo. He could have stopped Teofimo Lopez, y'all. Teofimo ain't had nothing for real. After like the fifth, sixth round, Teofimo Lopez was done. Y'all hit that like button, please. Even if you're just coming in watching, please just hit your like button. He ain't have nothing left in him. He could have stopped Teofimo Lopez, but he didn't. And of course, you have to understand too, you go out there, a hurt fighter is a dangerous fighter, as they say. You go out there and slip and, throw the wrong punch too hard and miss, and then you get counted and you lose the fight, then, what we going to be saying then. So, a fighter have to fight with their own mindset at the same time. But as boxing fans, that's not entertaining as Shakur Stevenson. You're going to have to go out there and put on hell of a show. You got to try to start getting some knockouts. So basically, like I was saying at the top of the video, who is now the future, who will be the face in the future of boxing? You know, I think it would have been, speaking on the Mayweather effect, the fighter to me who was going to take over and be the next Floyd until they lost was Devin Haney. Devin Haney was on his way to being the next Floyd Mayweather. Came up young, got undisputed. Probably ain't fight the same amount of fights, but the hate for Devin Haney, it grew fast. Devin Haney wasn't even fully in his career, and everybody disliked Devin Haney. And that's what made people want to pay for Devin Haney fights. Now Devin Haney is another fighter too, but they don't punch through their opponents no more. They don't try to punch through their opponents no more. That's the problem with boxing. They with this single shot shit. They wanna look pretty and finesse in the ring. You see what I'm saying? That's what's making these fights real boring today because they not trying to punch through their opponents and knock them out. They want to win on points. There's some sugary simp shit going on in boxing today. Even though I'm still a fan of it, there's still some sugary simp shit going on in boxing today. They don't want to punch through their opponents. That's why ain't no knockouts. They just want to look pretty and get points. They don't want to stand in the ring, middle of the ring, and slug it out. They blame it on, oh, we don't want to go out there. No, we don't want y'all to get brain damage either. They act like we want to see them out there, leave out the ring with one arm or some shit. No, that's not what we're saying. But folks paying their money, they want to be entertained. True enough, we love the sweet signs, but damn, we want to see you try to go out there and try to knock somebody out too, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and, Richardson Hitchens, all these, finesse fighters. I call them finesse fighters. They just want to look good like Floyd and don't want to get hit and all this. No, that ain't what time is. Some say Tank is, the face of boxing. I don't believe that at all. I don't understand how you could dare say Tank Davis when he's about to give y'all a fight that nobody wants. When he's trying to give y'all Isaac Cruz rematch, when he beat Isaac Cruz with one hand, and y'all, I realize what it is. Tank fans don't want to see him lose either. So y'all be satisfied with the fights like this that he give y'all. Because y'all know this will ease the victory for y'all. And then y'all could keep blowing his name up and saying he the superstar in the face of boxing. Meanwhile, he ducking every big fight he could possibly have and more money he could possibly make. But hey, let's go and say he the face of boxing and let him duck Lamont Roach and many other fighters, that they said on their list. You remember that Tank and them said they had a list for a long time. We ain't seen nobody on him fight nobody on that list yet. I think Keyshawn Davis stand a good chance of being the face of boxing. If Keyshawn Davis would have stayed with Bo McNum, I think Keyshawn Davis he got a good vote for me for being the face of boxing. Even though Keyshawn is a compulsive liar. Even though Keyshawn is a compulsive liar. As far as a fighter, he got that killer instinct. I like his style. He stand there in front of you. He bang with you. He can box. He elite. Keyshawn is an old school fighter of today. He's another Terrence Crawford. He got that killer instinct. He coming in there to fight you. But if he was still with Bo McNum, I say he was I say he could be the future of boxing, man. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn ain't no joke. But the killer instinct ain't there no more with a lot of fighters. Terrence gone. He was a fighter with killer instinct. Keyshawn got killer instinct. Tank got killer instinct. Let me see. What other fighters out there do y'all think? David Benavidez got killer instinct. Who else? David Benavidez. Keith Thurman got killer instinct. Charlo got killer instinct. Of course, we know Bud got killer instinct. Bud was out there. But we know Bud is retired now. Boots got killer instinct, man. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, Boots got killer instinct against tomato cans. Boots got killer instincts against tomato can. Yeah, he could beat the hell out of a punching bag. We ain't seen Boots really do nothing to nobody. Foster. I don't know. I ain't really checked out too much of Foster to say he got killer instinct. Oh, I got it. Oh, I guess Floyd Schofield Sr. them started listening to me or seeing my videos. I got to give a shout out to Floyd Schofield Sr., brother. You finally did something I said, and now you had your son over there training with Ronnie Shields. I salute you, Floyd Schofield Sr. That's what's up, man. He had his son was over there training with Ronnie Shields. That's something I always say with these fighters, the fathers. That's why I salute Bill Haney on what he done for Devin, man. Step out the way and let your son go over there and practice and be trained by somebody who been in this for years. You know what I'm saying? The elites. Move out the way and stop trying to get them 10% and be noticed. I'm not saying that Floyd Schofield Sr. do that. I'm just saying, for you want to take the acknowledgement and the recognition of your son becoming a champion. Now step out the way and let your son go work with other people to learn more, because this is a deadly sport. And the more they learn, the better. So I salute you, Floyd Schofield. Even though, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to already been taught him the 5 styles of boxing. I can't wait to see Floyd Schofield in their fight again, because I just got to see these 5 styles of boxing. And like I said, if I see Kid Austin out there getting his ass whooped, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna laugh. And my next video is gonna be Floyd Schofield Sr. Where were the 5 styles of boxing? Because to me, your son, and shout out to him, much credit to the young man, becoming making a lot of money in the career he loved. But your son is a reincarnated Shawn Porter to me. Your son got power though. He a good fighter, but when I seen Abdullah Mason tapping on your son's head in that sparring, I realized that your son he's not a elite boxer. Like on the level of A, B, C, D, I say your son is probably a C+ boxer. So he don't. To me, your son don't possess the skills like that. And we'll see when he go against a pure fight boxer, like Shakur Stevenson or Abdullah Mason. We're gonna see Floyd Schofield Jr. getting Kid Austin getting tapped in his head a lot. Just like when I call it like Kell Brook versus Shawn Porter. When Shawn Porter ran up on Kell Brook and he was throwing them crispy chocolate brownies. He was tearing Shawn Porter ass up, and he beat Shawn Porter and took Shawn Porter belt. But yeah, Floyd Schofield looked good. He looked good. He's strong. He'll knock you out. But if he get in there and it's a skillful boxer, he gonna lose. But things may change now since his father, decided to take him over there with Ronnie Shields. Yeah, things may change now. Let me see. Thanks for putting Keith in the bracket. They ducked him. Keyshawn got a killer instinct against who? Against every fight he go in. Keyshawn got killer instinct in every fight he go in. His style is killer instinct. Keyshawn don't run from nobody. Keyshawn don't run from nobody. Keyshawn stay right there and go to war with you. Old school type style. Come on now. You gotta give Keyshawn his credit now. But I can see, hold on, you saying you saying against who? Oh, that's what you're saying. Let me see. Killer instinct against who? Oh, you trying to say like who has he fought and showed us the killer instinct? I mean, we can't say no high level name fighter like that, because most of they doing so much bullshit going on with him and Shakur Stevenson and 140 fighters. They ducking and don't want to fight each other. They really just don't want to fight each other because they black. They don't want to fight each other because they most of the fights that they need to make are with black fighters, and those are the most difficult fights, and they're afraid they're gonna lose. That's why. You got Shakur Stevenson with the 140-pound title. He talking about he want to go back to 135 now for a Ring magazine belt. Why not unify 140? See, I told y'all I go in on all of them. I don't care because I like you because you're a boxer. When you do some stupid shit that ain't making sense, or it seems like to me y'all ducking and y'all playing this bro man shit, I don't like it. Respect to him, he a hell of a fighter. But why go back to 135 for a Ring magazine belt when you could fight and unify at 140 possible? Now I can see you going back to 135 to fight Tank. If Tank say you got to come back to 145. But, it's a lot of crazy shit going on in the sport right now, man. I don't understand it. I got Shakur over Keyshawn. What you mean if they were to battle, if they were to fight, you got Shakur over Keyshawn? I would have loved to see Keyshawn stay with Bo Mac. That was a cheat code. That's what people don't be understanding about Bo Mac now. When people see, whenever I say I love to see a fighter go work with Bo Mac now, they think I'm just saying it because that's Terrence Crawford trainer. No, it's three heads over there. Bo Mac a trainer, the little Mexican guy a trainer, and a dude named I think Reese a trainer. So you got three different people looking at you and evaluating your pros and your cons as a fighter. And then that's three eyes watching and dissecting your opponent, finding ways to beat your opponent. That's why I say I wish most fighters would go over there with Bo Mac now. Because if I was a fighter, I would go over there with Bo Mac now. I got three trainers. I got three people looking at me and seeing my flaws and what I'm good at. I got three people when it's time for me to fight, looking at the fighter that I got to fight and looking at his weaknesses and telling me different things that they saw. You can't win. You can't lose with that, man. You cannot lose with that. What's better than having a team like that? And that's how Bud became a three-time undisputed champion. And all of undisputed champion, three-time undisputed champion in three different weight classes. You understand me? You understand? They will fight. I can tell you how Keyshawn separates himself and the world. Know that I'm best. They have a good storyline. Keyshawn with Bo Mac could potentially stop Shakur, but Shakur got too many brothers in his sport. Hitchens, Keyshawn, Gary Antoine. It's natural. That's what I'm saying. Is bromance shit. It's fucking up the sport of boxing. You got Gary Antoine Russell. Instead of him keep calling out Hitchison, he want to all them keep talking about Dalton Smith. All them keep talking about Dalton Smith. But what we got? There's some fights coming on tonight. Arnold Barboza versus Kenneth Sims. That's coming on. I forgot all about Kenneth Sims. I remember when he first was coming out. I didn't know he didn't took this many losses. I didn't even know he was still really fighting. But he's supposed to be facing Arnold Barboza tonight. I was watching the prelims on that. I don't know what happened. I guess they cut him off. But who is the face of boxing? Who is the future and the new future of boxing, y'all? Who the face? Do y'all think Canelo, he got it back since Crawford retired? Since Crawford gone now, I'll say it got to be Canelo. I don't think we could say Shakur ain't done enough to be the face of boxing. Tank to me ain't done. Hell no, Tank ain't done nowhere near enough to be no face of boxing. I think if it was supposed to be Devin Haney. If he would have never went that round, if he would have never went playing with Ryan Garcia and got his ass whooped, Devin Haney would be like Floyd Mayweather probably about now. Yeah, Devin Haney would be like Floyd Mayweather right now. That loss knocked Devin Haney all off his path. Devin Haney could have been the next Floyd. Because he got everybody got that love or hate. Don't nobody like Devin Haney. And Bill Haney don't make it no better. You see what I'm saying? People would have been paying to see Devin get his ass whooped, but unfortunately, ain't no reason to pay for it no more. It took his market value away. When Devin lost to Ryan Garcia, it took down his market value. See, Bill Haney was Money Mayweather. Bill Haney was the Money Mayweather. Bill Haney was talking and preaching the hate upon Devin Haney for you to want to see him get his ass kicked. But the sad thing about it was he got his ass kicked too early. See, they wanted him. They were supposed to win undefeated and stay undefeated, but running up on Ryan Garcia, which I don't even know why he fought Ryan Garcia. Ryan didn't even have a belt or anything like that. I guess he just was feeling himself and was like, Tank beat Ryan. Let me go on out here and just get Ryan on out the way. Even though I know people go into the steroids and all that. You know, that's why I hope they had a second fight. I hope they had a rematch. Both of them got titles now. You know, they saying Devin is gonna go fight Riley. Hey, Riley is a dangerous fight for Devin Haney. Riley is a dangerous, I'm telling y'all. But Riley really ain't got no chin either. Well, we don't know. Tank hit him, so some of y'all say Tank got all this power, but Riley is dangerous hell. Riley is dangerous. If he catch I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the secret to beating Devin Haney. This also, well, I can't say to beating Shakur because his style totally different than Devin Haney. The way you beat Devin Haney is that you stay close with him, and when he opens up, you throw a combination. Do you hear what I'm telling y'all? The way you beat Devin Haney is to stay in his chest and fight him. Don't give him no room. I ain't talking about no aggressive, like you going crazy just throwing punches. You stand right like Ryan Garcia did and stand right in the pocket with Devin Haney, and you throw your punches. You time him. He go throw that jab. Soon as he throw that jab, you open up. One. Stop. I ain't saying you got to go out there and lose all your breath and get tired. Nah, every time you go out there with him, throw a jab, he throw a jab, open up, stop. Step to him again. That's how you beat Devin Haney. That's what they ain't telling y'all. That's all Ryan Garcia was doing, and he was using his left hook to break him. When Devin started trying to open up, Ryan just threw the left hook. Wham! That's how you beat Devin Haney. When he opened up, you knock him out. That's what Ryan. That's why they act like he just want to make this fight with Ryan so bad. Devin really don't want to make that fight, y'all. Look, like I said this before, it's a video out with Keyshawn Davis saying he fought this Mexican guy who was on steroids. Keyshawn Davis beat him. Frank Martin fought Michelle Rivera. Michelle Rivera was on steroids. Frank Martin been boxing since he was 17 years old. Michelle Rivera got busted for steroids. Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera. Devin Haney been boxing since he was 7, 8 years old. So is Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia allegedly was on steroids and he beat Devin Haney ass. It wasn't the steroids. Devin know it wasn't the steroids that got his ass whooped. Y'all got to remember, Devin beat him 3 times in the amateur, and he beat Devin 3 times in the amateur. These two fighters that know each other. He got Devin Haney number, and Devin Haney know it, and he gonna whoop Devin Haney ass again. Watch what I tell y'all. See, everybody want to use this triangle effect. I'm happy they done brought this up because a lot of these channels be doing that. Oh, he beat him so he could beat him. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. See, Riley even smart enough to know that. That's why Riley wanted no rush into no fight with Devin Haney, because Riley don't believe in a triangle effect. He don't believe just because he beat Ryan ass that he just gonna go out there and whoop Devin's. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. But if Riley goes standing in Devin Haney chest and open and throw combinations when Devin Haney start jabbing and trying, he gonna knock Devin Haney ass out. I'm telling y'all. Now, I'm not saying that he just gonna. I'm going for. I'll go for Devin Haney against Riley, because Devin Haney got the experience and the IQ to beat anybody. But if Riley stand in front of him and throw that hook, he gonna knock Devin Haney ass out. He just throw a combination. I'm telling y'all. Now, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I think when people want to fight Shakur, I think they need to go back to that amateur fight where he lost the gold medal. That's the only way you're going to be able to be. But since then, I'm sure he's elevated himself as a fighter with his IQ and skill set. But if I was a trainer and we facing Shakur Stevens, I would definitely go back to the Olympics to find out how it was that guy beat Shakur Stevenson in the Olympics. I'm sorry, I ain't reading none of the comments. I apologize for that. Tank got more ticket sales than all of them. Yeah, Tank got more ticket sales, yeah, because Tank knock out people and knock out people that we don't care about. Tank a knockout artist. Tank don't really do nothing though. He ain't fighting no big names. Yeah, he sell tickets. I know tickets matter, but I'm talking about when I say face of boxing, I mean dominant fighter, the face of boxing, the king of the ring, the dude who got the money spot now, the dude who's sitting in the throne of boxing. Tank is not sitting in no throne of no boxing just because he sell tickets. All of them sell tickets. Matter of fact, let me bring that up. All of them sell tickets. Tank ain't the only person selling tickets. No, I'm talking about who's the king running around with the throne. Terrence gone now, so who gonna sit in the throne? Sports Prediction 101, what's up, baby? I got Antoine Russell over Shakur and Keyshawn. What you mean, beating them? Hell no. Shakur Stevens will beat the fuck out of Gary Antoine Russell. Shakur Stevens will beat the hell out of Gary Antoine Russell, which is why I don't know why he won't fight him and just go and take his title. Remember, Gary Antoine Russell just had struggled with Hirioka, another southpaw. Remember, he just struggled with Hirioka. Because Hirioka wasn't no joker. You understand? Hey, Hirioka wasn't no joke, though. He gonna get ducked by, they say he was getting ducked like hell, and people was getting him step aside money. But Hirioka he wasn't no joke, man. That boy wasn't no joke. Frank Martin stinks. He not on that level. Frank Martin, he started late, man. Frank Martin started boxing when he's 17. We give him credit, going out there in a deadly sport like that, we got to give him his credit. I don't think Frank Martin could beat any fighter boxing since they was kids, mostly. Especially the 104 pounders. I don't beat them. Like Gary and Russell ass. Richard Hitchison will outbox Frank Martin. He always got a puncher's chance. Now, don't get me wrong. He always got a chance, but as far as skill set, them dudes then forgot more about boxing than Frank Martin then learned. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when Frank Martin was fighting Tank and everybody like, oh, Frank Martin got a chance of beating him and Frank Martin this and look at his muscles and Frank Martin bigger than Tank. And I was like, Frank Martin started boxing when he was 17. Tank been boxing since 7 years old. I mean, at the end of the day, there is always a puncher's chance, but all being seasoned and being in that gym since they were children really matters, y'all. Remember when, prime example, you remember when Conor Benn and Shakur Stevenson was on that interview, and Shakur Stevenson said, Conor Benn, how long you been boxing? And Conor Benn said, I've been boxing since I was 17. And then he said, you cooked. You cooked, because they already know. Look, it's just like being a mechanic. You want somebody to work on your car, been working for 20 years on cars, fixing motors, or you want somebody who started on them 5 years ago? If you got somebody to fix your car, would you want the mechanic with the experience of 20 years, or would you want the mechanic who just started working on them 5 years ago? Of course, you're gonna go with the mechanic who been doing it for 20 years. Because they know more. They experience more working on these cars. So it's the same way in boxing. It's the same way in boxing. I'm gonna read y'all comments. I'm sorry for not reading y'all comments. Also, support channel. Please hit your like buttons. Please hype up the video, share the videos, let people know about your boy Easy Work Boxing, man. We keep it fair and square over here. Devin went out his way to fight Ryan. That was karma. Okay, it might be an unpopular take, but I don't think the Haney's performance against Norman was super impressive. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Devin Haney, what that clinching, man. That's something that Devin Haney be doing a lot, that damn clinching, man. And don't nobody really be saying nothing about it. Let me see. It was a low punching output fight, and besides the knockdown, it was too much clinching. Oh, I see. I ain't even finished reading. You see, I ain't even finished reading your comment, bro. Thank you, Christopher. I ain't even finished reading your comment, and I already clinching. Devin Haney, and he clinches like hell. You'll think he in love with the person he fight much as he hug him. I got Haney out class on Ryan, but people sleeping on Raleigh. That dude can really punch. He's a super strong, and he also seems to have better punch resistance at 147 than he did at 140 and 135. I got Frank over Keyshawn. Boy, you crazy as hell. You crazy as hell. Getting lost in the script. You got Frank Martin over Keyshawn Davis. Is you crazy? Is you Tracy? Hell no. Keyshawn Davis will smoke Frank Martin ass. Is you serious, bro? Who y'all got? Everybody watching right now. Who y'all got? Frank Martin or who you said? Frank Martin or Keyshawn? Who y'all are picking to fight? Frank Martin or Keyshawn Davis? Keyshawn will whoop. Man, Keyshawn will beat the brakes off his ass. Also going to the body on Shakur is the way to beat him. He doesn't do a good job of defending his body. Valdez also hurt Kill to the body. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. I think it's very difficult to beat Shakur because, for one, he controls distance. You're gonna have to fight Shakur. Just same way you got to fight Devin Haney, you got to fight Shakur. You cannot go out there and let it get in your head and, oh, I want to prove to the world I'm a better boxer than Shakur. You're going to go out there and get your ass outboxed. No, you need to go in there and say, I'm going to fight this motherfucker skillfully with intelligence. I'm going to go to his body early. You cannot let Shakur Stevenson think. That'll be your biggest mistake out there, standing in front of Shakur doing all this shit, trying to throw a jab. No, you got to fight that motherfucker. Nah, you got to hit that bitch with elbows. You got to throw low punches. You got to fight Shakur. Hooks, go attack his body majority of the fight. Fuck all that head hunting. That's what I don't be understanding a lot in boxing either. If I know, if like Floyd Mayweather had the greatest defense, one of the greatest defenses in boxing, right? Shakur right behind him now. You know what I'm saying? Why don't fighters go and beat? I will beat your motherfucking hip loose if you. I ain't throwing none but body shots. I will beat your motherfucking stomach through your back if I was a fighter fighting a Floyd Mayweather or Devin Haney or I'm gonna throw a jab to get in there, but I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your body up. And I don't understand why fighters don't do that. Like, they get in the ring with Floyd or Devin or Shakur or somebody like that with them skills and be trying to fight them. Nah, I'm finna beat your leg. I'm finna bust your thigh open with a punch. I'm about to break your hip bone, bro. What's up, Anthony? I mean, I don't see Frank. I see something in him. Frank got skills, but I don't think Frank is skillful enough to beat them guys that have been boxing since they were kids. He ain't got enough IQ. I mean, like I say, the best chance that he got is to punch or try to knock one of them out. That's the only chance he really got. He don't have the IQ, the seasoning enough. Man, he just started fighting. Tupac or DMX, both. Even though I don't like celebrities, you know what I'm saying, but both. Okay, Antoine is overrated to me. He's just another Sean Porter to me. Just throw a bunch of punches and has average defense. Cool. Yeah, Gary Antoine Russell, man, they need some new trainers. He one-dimensional. He one-dimensional. No. But most southpaws are one-dimensional, though. Most southpaws are one-dimensional. Let me see. What do you say? Shakur is sitting in a great position right now. He should take all the belts at 140 for undisputed. Yeah, I just said, but Shakur talking about he want to go to 135 and get a lineal title instead of trying to unify at 140. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Why not unify at 140? Why not try to be on the way to undisputed? What you going back down? Because see, I guess it's too much of a challenge up at 140. See, I don't like what these dudes do. Of course, people gonna say, how can I say that when he just went up and fought T.O.? Okay, then what was your point of going up? Just to go and fight T.O. and get that one belt? Why don't you just stay at 140? All this going down to get lineal titles and you know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. And Gary is overrated. I seen him get outboxed twice by two guys now on Shakur level. Yeah, Gary ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? He a good champion though. He a hell of a fighter. He gonna make it a difficult fight for whoever face him. Richardson Hitchens would punish Frank Martin. Yeah, he'll put that jab on his ass. Richardson Hitchens will put that jab on his ass. Richardson Hitchens talk a lot, but Richardson Hitchens, he another fighter that got a nice skill set on him too. He got good skills. I like Richardson Hitchens. Hitchens don't have a care in the world about people calling him a duck for pulling out that fight against Duarte. He needs to fight more instead of dancing around with Edgar Berlanga. But when it came down to that situation where he didn't do that weigh-in, you know, where he didn't fight, you know, he called off the fight like hours before. I was looking at that interview like, hey man, that's crazy as hell for them to have to keep doing that, you know, coming in and, you know, the IBF I think should remove that. You know, y'all the only belt that do that. Like I said, I feel that everybody who got an IBL belt, and thank you for the donation. Whoever I got to see who sent that. Thank you, brother, for the donation. I truly appreciate that. But I think all fighters with the IBF should do a petition and have a petition sign saying like, "Hey, if y'all don't remove this rehydration clause, all us gonna drop y'all titles." Because that shit don't make no sense. Y'all the only ones doing it. I know some people say, yeah, it keep control of the fighter. It makes sure the fighter ain't being a weight bully. That's a good way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they really exposing, you know, fighters, you know, you don't supposed to be at this weight class then if you can't make them 10 pounds. But at the same time, man, y'all the only people doing that shit. Like, it's hard to say because then it's like saying they wrong for doing the right thing, right? But at the same time, man, cut that bullshit. If y'all want this money, if y'all want us to pay for this IBF title, y'all need to drop this this second weigh-in shit. If y'all don't, everybody who got a title, we gonna relinquish them, and we ain't nobody gonna fight for y'all titles no more. I bet you they stop that shit then. Fat Shakur being, let me see, Frank Martin got exposed in that autumn fight. The foreign style was something he never seen. Bad matchmaking. Fat Shakur been doing it since 5 years old. You can't beat that. But only thing can beat that is a lucky punch. The only thing that can beat that is a lucky punch, man. There's always a chance of a lucky punch in boxing. But we know with Shakur defense and skill set, it's possibly a chance you ain't gonna get that, you know, lucky punch. Okay, are you looking at the Sims fight tonight? I just had it on. It's like my TV skipped or something. Let me go back. I was looking at I guess we would call them the prelim fights. And thank you again, brother. I got it. Hold on, let me see. Hey, who was that sent the donation, man? Thank you, man. I gotta tell you, thank you. I want to know your name, please. So if I ain't already gave you a wrench. Or on the couch boxing. Okay, I appreciate you, man. I gotta give you a wrench when I see your name pop back up. Oh, you talked about his friends. Frank Martin has more experience, especially after fighting Tank. No, no, he lost. The only experience I think he got in that fight was learning the fact of not being scared and acting like a hoe. Because the whole time he was facing Tank, he was sitting up there having interviews trying to explain himself to Tank. He was acting scared already, flinching and shit. Tank doing like Frank Martin was scared the whole time he was fighting Tank. He was scared. He was explaining himself, asking Tank, hey, don't Tank just looking at him like, I already got this dude beat. It would to be the champion, you gotta disrespect them, bro. Show them no respect. Ain't none of we ain't fucking friends, all that gentleman shit. We can be cool after the fight. We can be cool after the fight. We ain't finna be cool now. No. We can be cool after the fight. You supposed to disrespect the champion. You supposed to get in the champion head. You supposed to be telling the champion that he ain't shit. He ain't shit. You supposed to be doing background studies. You supposed to be looking at his previous opponents. You supposed to be saying anything and everything to make him feel that he less of a fighter than you. Y'all got to give you a wrench, bro. You got to make them feel like they ain't shit. That's the way you supposed to make the champion feel. You don't supposed to go out there, oh, I think he's a good fighter, or he's one of the best that's ever done. This nigga ain't shit. Half them people he fought, man, if you go back and y'all go look, they was injured, his hand was hurt, two of their opponents, they was getting old and out the game. This nigga ain't shit. His mom ain't shit. Ain't nobody in his family shit. And I'm gonna prove that to y'all on 2 weeks from now when we fight. He ain't on my level at all. He a bitch. No, this is how you supposed to talk to the champion. You don't supposed to be able to, hey, do you think when I fought such and such, did you think that was a good opponent? No, when you say, hey, why would you ask me some stupid shit like that and I'm finna fight you? Why do you want me to value your opponent so you want me to say that you are good? See, you fucking up. You shouldn't be coming to me asking me how I feel about your last opponent. Do it matter? To me, no. What's your thoughts on 175-pound monster Najee Lopez and his fight of the year last night against Galados? He got it all. Check him out sometime. He can box, brawl, and got power. Let me look him up now. I'm on put him on my TV. What's his name? Najee Lopez. So he's 175 pounds. How many fights do he have? This Najee Lopez. Because if he 17-0, I'm gonna say, nah, we ain't finna do that yet now. You know, we don't get them, we shouldn't be giving fighters this credit when they got them small records. Y'all seen what just happened to Tamir Smalls. I told y'all Tamir Smalls was gonna lose to Abel Ramos. I told y'all they pushed that boy out there too early. Tamir Smalls shouldn't have took that fight. Nah, damn, Tamir Smalls shouldn't have took that fight. See, that's why I be saying, man, you gotta have a team that care about you and love you in your career, man. They ain't gonna send you up. That man with 15-0, and they sending that against a fighter with 28 wins. You know, then probably had 30 to 40 fights already. Is y'all fucking crazy? Whoever hit Tamir Smalls trainers they should be fucking fired because they stupid. I wouldn't have did that. I was like, son, I know you think you can beat him, but right now we are not ready for him. No. Hell no. We are not ready for him. Okay, I see it right now. Let me see. Who is the face of boxing in 2026? That's what we on here to talk about. Actually, that's what we supposed to be discussing. You know, everybody's supposed to be getting I really would say, since the face of boxing has retired, let's make this understood first. Since the face of boxing has retired, Terrence Crawford. Damn. Y'all know what? I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but with Terrence Crawford gone, Floyd Mayweather is once again the face of boxing. Simply because Floyd Mayweather is about to fight Manny Pacquiao again in September, and he's back in the sport of boxing, and Terrence Crawford has retired, Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing again, y'all. You can't, how you gonna beat that? Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing again, y'all. How you gonna beat it? How you gonna beat it with Terrence Crawford gone? Because Terrence was the face, and Terrence retired. Floyd has came back, still undefeated, still the money man, still generating the most money. Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing right now. And you know what's funny? Floyd ain't even giving nobody interviews right now. I wonder who gonna get the first Floyd Mayweather interview. He ain't giving any. Well, first, it's probably, I wouldn't say embarrassing. He probably just don't want nobody to be asking them questions. Of course they're gonna ask him the questions of, what the public out here saying, Floyd, you going broke, this, that, and the other. So he probably just don't want to be interviewed about all that. But he ain't been interviewed yet since he said he come back. I ain't seen an interview, a real, and these boxing channels that keep making these fake clickbait videos, y'all need to stop that shit. I think all boxing fans, y'all, we need to blackball these channels. I hate clicking on a video and it's a remade video where y'all just giving an opinion. Stop with the clickbait, man. That's something I don't like to do. I could easily get on here and pull people in with a lie. I don't like to do that. I hate clickbait. Stop giving us boxing fans clickbait videos, man. But people who coming in, I just said Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing as of right now. You can't give it to Canelo if a Floyd Mayweather is back. You can't give it to Canelo. You most definitely can't give it to Tank if Floyd Mayweather is back. Terrence Crawford retired. The king, the true king, retired. The new face of boxing said, I'm good. I just want to be the face for a minute. I'm gone. I'm up out of here. Now the OG, who then? Who gonna be the face of boxing? Who you gonna pick over Floyd? Who you gonna pick over Floyd? Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Show me I'm wrong. No, they gotta be fighting. They gotta be fighting. Floyd finna fight, not Mike. I ain't talking about Mike Tyson, just the exhibition. He finna fight Manny Pacquiao. He back as a professional. He back as a professional fighter. Hell no. Not no Shakur Stevens. Ain't none of them. Floyd is the face of boxing right now, y'all. And y'all know how I feel about Floyd. Floyd ain't never been undisputed. Y'all know I get on Floyd ass about that. But Floyd's still one of the most skillful fighters I ever seen in my life. He legendary. He done fought a lot of great fights. Take nothing away from him besides the fact that he ain't been undisputed. But right now, in the sport of boxing, the face of boxing is Floyd Mayweather since he's back. Prove me wrong. Jake Paul. Let me get everybody some wrenches, man. Jake, come on, man. With Floyd Mayweather being back. Not with Floyd Mayweather being back. Oh, but I'm supposed to be checking out the dude. Oh, what you say his name was? Nigel Lopez. I can't really find it. Let me see. Yeah, if we talking numbers, Floyd gonna move the needle in the sales like Floyd and Manny rematch. Yeah, and not just in numbers. It's just the fact that it's Floyd Mayweather. When he left, he was on top of the sport. Now that he come back, we gonna say you gonna say it's Canelo, and Canelo just lost to Terrence Crawford. Canelo can't be the king or the face. Now coming back and they ain't never lost, and whooped his and Floyd whooped him. So it can't be Canelo. It can't be. It's Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing, man. Right now, Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing. Now let me see Nigel Lopez. We looking up Nigel Lopez, y'all. I'm finna check him out. I wouldn't count Floyd only because he's in and out deal. I mean, yeah, he an in and out deal. I mean, of course, Floyd ain't gonna be here for, he say he gonna do 3 fights. I don't believe he gonna do 3 fights. But as of right now, and for the time that he's here, Floyd Mayweather is the current face of boxing again. For the time that he will be here. He never lost. He left on top. Now he back. Gonna make the most money again. Never was defeated. Floyd Mayweather is right now. Devin Haney is the man. Get the fuck. Boy, get the fuck. Devin Haney is the face of boxing. Please explain. Explain to me how Devin Haney the face of boxing. Oh, so Devin Haney the face of boxing over Floyd Mayweather right now? Is you serious, bro? Devin Haney is the face of boxing right now over Floyd Mayweather. Is you serious, bro? It ain't no numbers to see. ASAP. It ain't no numbers to see. What you say, still? So they're trying to hype up music, but he can't do numbers. I don't know about with the numbers and all that. I don't really care about the numbers. I ain't getting paid. I could give a fuck about a fight of numbers, to be honest with you. I ain't getting no money off their pay-per-view. So I don't care about what the deals, there's a lot of channels talk about this stuff. I'm not one of them channels. I don't give a fuck what the deal was or how much money they made or none of that shit. I don't care about that. I just want to see the best fight the best. I don't care. I'm not fanning and I don't care about who getting paid the highest. I could give a fuck. Are you gonna go out there and give us some good fights? That's all I care about. That's all I be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? I just strive. Thank you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about who doing all that. They give us the fights. But as far as I say, Devin Haney is on his way to becoming the face of boxing. But unfortunately, Floyd Mayweather just bounced back. So that I know it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Then I kind of believe Floyd came back too to steal the limelight from Terrence Crawford a little bit. I think he got tired of hearing Terrence Crawford name come up. So, Floyd like, man, damn, they keep saying this nigga name and shit. I'm tired of them. You know what I'm saying? I think Floyd was like, let me go and step back in for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Let them remember who Floyd Mayweather is. Yeah, I'm gonna fight Manny Pacquiao in a rematch. Talk about me. Talk about me. Talk about Floyd Mayweather. Stop talking about Terrence Crawford. Stop talking about Terrence Crawford. Talk about me. Talk about me. You know how Floyd is. He got to get him some attention. He got to get him some attention. Talk about me. I'm still great. I'm still the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney is the face of boxing. He's 50-0 in these streets. Hold on, Chris. he said Bill Haney is 50 and man. He said ain't nobody fucking with me, man. He said, "Counting people pocket head ass." Prelim still going on. Easy. Okay. And Kenny Sims, if is Kenny Sims Jr. Is he somebody's son or something? Devin Haney is widely considered a top contender for the face of boxing. Yes, he is, having established himself as an elite two division champion, and undisputed champion, and a major draw, known for his technical skill. Yes, you're right. I got to give you a wrench. I totally agree with you. And also this, Devin Haney is a fighter that proves that a loss don't mean that you're gonna be dropped and ain't nobody gonna wanna, support you no more. Devin Haney has proved it's okay to take a loss and still be a marketable fighter. And that's what I like about Devin Haney as well. That's what I like Haney as well. He has proven that, hey, you can go and fight the best, lose, bounce back, become a champion again, and come back on top. And that's what people need to be paying the most attention about as boxing fans or people in the sport of boxing, or people who watch the sport of boxing right now, especially these fighters. They should be sitting up thinking, damn, one thing I can say, Devin lost. He fought a good fight and lost, and he came right back, and people still screaming his name. So we got to give Devin Haney a standing ovation for that. Even though I still say, Devin, you gonna get your ass whooped when you fight Ryan Garcia again. But I give you full credit because you are on your way to being the face and future of boxing. That is until you slip up and fight Shakur Stevenson. I wouldn't call him a face of. I wouldn't call him the face, bro, because he haven't been around and we don't know what he gonna look like. I mean, the name is one thing, but we gotta see what he got. I mean, I can understand that and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand what you're saying, but the thing of it is, it's just the thought of Floyd being back now. You know what I'm saying? It's just the thought of being like, what if he go out here? I mean, the exhibition ain't gonna matter, but what if he go out here and let's just say he beats he Marquez Manny Pacquiao? Y'all remember how he did Marquez? I'm talking about, let's just say Floyd looked 50 years old and he go out there and he whooped Manny Pacquiao ass. You see what I'm saying? And even still, right now, even before the fight, how can you not give Floyd Mayweather the seat as the face of boxing right now, even though we ain't seen him? Just by him saying he back and he got a fight scheduled for September, a professional real fight, fighting Manny Pacquiao. How can we not, who can we put in front of him then to say that they are the face of boxing in front of Floyd Mayweather? That's my question to y'all. He didn't lose. Remember, they took it back. Oh yeah, man. The face of boxing finna be you. I got you a contract to fight Deontay Wilder. This, you ready? Shit. How much? How much you paying? How much to fight? Hey, how much to fight, bro? How much you paying me to get in the ring with Wilder? I go and get up in there, man. I need the money. Hell yeah, I get in there with Wilder. I'm 6'6", he's 6'7". Hey, but you know what I'm saying? He trained, he's skilled. But hell yeah, you set the fight up and you for real. Hey, easy, ready to get greasy. You understand me? Easy, ready to get greasy. You understand? I feel you. I guess I do call in the face. I mean, you feel what I'm saying, sports? You see what I'm saying? Who can you pick over him? You can't pick nobody over Floyd, even if he ain't fought yet. Just by him saying I'm coming back and I'm fighting September Manny Pacquiao, put him back as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Put him back in the game as a present fighter. So how can Floyd not be the face if he a present fighter? How can Floyd not be the face if he a present day fighter again? He finna generate the most money again. He finna generate the most sales again. He was undefeated. when he left. Nobody's beating him. Still the biggest draw. So, yeah. How y'all feel about people saying that Ryan Garcia is the face boxer? How y'all feel about that? Some people are saying that they try. Oh no. Also, people are saying that they are trying to make Ryan Garcia into the next face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, they saying that they trying to make Ryan Garcia the replacement of Canelo Alvarez. That could be true. I like Ryan Garcia. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying. I rocks with, I fucks with Ryan Garcia. Let me see. What you say? What if Manny Pacquiao dog walk Mayweather if he's That boy said, "What?" Hold on, y'all. Hey, fam bow podcast. Hey man, if you got a podcast, I'm gonna have to come rock with you, bro. You crazy? He said, "Well, man, the Pacquiao dog walk Floyd Mayweather. Is he still the face boxer?" Hell no. No. I keep telling y'all, they finna let boy. They want boy. Do you know how bad they want to see Floyd Mayweather get his ass whooped? I'm telling y'all, they will let Manny Pacquiao go get juiced up like a motherfucker, come in and they won't give a fuck if he did get busted and beat Floyd and beat the shit out of Floyd. Y'all, come on, y'all. We got to remember this boxing. We got to remember the behind the scenes of boxing, how dirty it was. We just seen Andre Ward and Jerry McClanahan, Lisa McClanahan video about how what happened to her brother, man. Y'all think, man, much as they hate Floyd, they will let Manny Pacquiao come in, juice the fuck up, and beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. And beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. And hide the results. You know they want Floyd to lose. Now, I'm not saying that that would happen, but I'm just saying if they really, Manny Pacquiao want this fight bad, y'all. That's what y'all got to understand. And a lot of y'all be thinking folks be hating on Manny Pacquiao when they say he took steroids. And people just want to say that shit about that man. That's not it. That man was on steroids. And he gonna be back on steroids in September. You know how long that man been waiting on that rematch? And y'all think he ain't gonna juice? And he think about this. What we got? September. Okay, is what March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We got 7 months, 6 months before this fight can happen. You mean tell me you don't think Manny Pacquiao over there getting juiced up for 3 months? And don't you know steroids still work after you stop taking them? Man, Manny Pac, is you crazy? Is you crazy? Y'all really still out here believing Manny Pacquiao went on steroids? Would y'all think people just say that just because they haters of Manny Pacquiao? Y'all think people just haters of Manny Pacquiao? We just want to lie on him? So Manny Pacquiao was clearly on steroids, y'all. But if Tank beats Pitbull again, I can see him fighting the winner of Floyd Mayweather versus Manny and cashing out towards retirement. Tank scare ass. Tank ain't gonna do that. Tank won't even fight a 50-year-old Floyd Mayweather still. Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody want me to fight Floyd. Everybody just want me to lose. He wasn't gonna fight a 50-year-old Floyd. He wouldn't even fight a 50-year-old Floyd. Tank ain't been on shit. Tank ain't gonna do shit. Tank finna go. You see, he cherry picking Isaac Cruz again. Why don't they make him and Floyd Schofield fight for his belt? Why would he fight Floyd Schofield? Floyd Schofield been his mandatory. He could fight Floyd Schofield. That's a good fight for him. He don't want to fight Lamont Roach. Tank ain't shit. I wish Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather could fight in their prime. Yeah, but unfortunately, Manny Pacquiao was on steroids and didn't want to take the test. Being Manny to me ain't nothing special. I never thought he was that good anyway. He ain't that good. He was just juiced up on steroids. That's the only fighter to go 8 divisions. He ain't got enough. He ain't skilled enough to go 8 divisions. How was he doing it? Manny Pacquiao was losing in a weight class is where he started at, and then he just came out of nowhere, just running through and beating up bigger guys with no skill set for real. No skill set for real. Of course, he got his own style. Of course, Manny has his own style, but he ain't elite skillfully as a fighter. Was getting beat up in his original knock. Fritos, De La Hoyas. He just got caught. Everybody know Manny Pacquiao on steroid monster. You damn right about that. But y'all, I've been on for an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm probably gonna put up some clips or some small videos. Please, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned to the channel. I thank everybody for tuning in, man. I made a lot of y'all moderators, so please come back on the platform, man, and support your boy Easy. I appreciate y'all. If you put 5 legendary fights on one card, who would they be? I don't know. I have to answer that at another time, man. I'll answer that another time, but I thank everybody who tuned in, man. Stay tuned to the channel. Also, if you ever see me go live and I'm on StreamYard, man, please come on the channel and talk with your boy Easy. Flood the channel, man. Come on the channel and talk with me, man. All opinions are valued. All opinions are valued. This your boy Easy Boxer, man. I'm out.